So this channel is called Life Without Number. But what does that mean? Well, it means I won't let age define me. Times restrict me or weights hold me back, whether that's weights on the scale or weights on the bar. Being over 50 is not something everyone gets to experience. We're lucky if we do. Time is short. We need to live it to the max. But even fewer people really thrive after 50. Very few get to experience their sporting and physical health goals. So be one of the few that do and live life without number. That's what this channel is about. So hi, my name's Mark, and yeah, life without number is my thing. I think when I turned 50 years old, it could have gone one of two ways. But I've never been one to kind of sit and take the easy route. So I want to get the most out of life. So my sporting goals, I'll make this a quick overview video of kind of what I want to do with the channel, and hopefully you're going to find it of interest and want to come along for the journey. So first of all, my sporting goals for 2026, I'm recording this in October 25, are Hyrox. So this season, the winter season, I'm not really into cyclocross. Cycling is definitely my thing, but I'm not into cyclocross. So yeah, Hyrox is my winter sport of choice. So I've registered for Manchester at the end of January and Glasgow mid-March 2026. And then on the back of that, I go straight into Dirty Reiver and then various other gravel races across 2026. And hopefully I return to Canada to do a 3-day mountain bike stage race in the BC Rockies. So yeah, that should be fun. But as you can see, lots to train for. And if you're over 50 yourself, you'll know that training's one thing, recovering's quite the other. And also staying healthy and injury-free is key as well. So what I want to do is do regular vlogs, no fancy editing or drone footage or anything like that on these particular vlogs, but it'll just be an update, just me being accountable to you, and getting advice from you and getting you to come along on the journey with me. And maybe we can help each other on our journey with giving each other advice and support. So it doesn't get easier as you get older. It's never easy to do it properly, but it certainly doesn't get easier as you get older. So that's kind of what I want to do, and this will be the kickoff of that, just telling you a little bit about where I am and where I want to get to. Elsewhere on the channel, there'll be bike reviews, event reviews, just travel, trail centres, gym, just anything to do with health, fitness, cycling. And because I work in the bike industry, there'll be a little bit of behind the scenes footage from the bike industry as well, if that sounds of interest. So any good story, any good journey starts somewhere. So where am I starting from? Well, I'm coming off the back of an okay 2025. I've done a reasonable amount of riding. I did Hyrox at the start of the season, got a nasty injury at Hyrox Cardiff, basically tore my calf muscle, and that basically kept me off the bike pretty much for a couple of months. But I've done lots of fun things this year. I've done a Wales end-to-end off-road. I've been over to Canada with Single Track Magazine through work, doing some riding out in BC. And now I'm just getting ready for Hyrox again. But where am I in the grand scheme of things? Well, I would say I'm a mid-pack rider when it comes to races. Gravel racing's my thing, but I'm getting back into mountain bike, which is where it all started. I'm a mid-pack rider at best, and I'm an average Hyrox finisher. In fact, my personal best is just below the average Hyrox finishing time of, I think it's 1:34 is the average. I'm just at 1:40, so that compared to some is very slow. But so the only way is up. So long way to go on both sports. Now, when you say long way to go, what do you mean? Well, I mean with Hyrox, for example, and I'll get onto the bike in a few seconds. With Hyrox, my first ever race was in October 23 in Birmingham, and I finished in 1 hour 52. I was just amazed I finished, to be honest. Yeah, so and then the following March, I got a 140 in Glasgow. And then the following year in Glasgow, I got a 142 after a major cramp attack on the lunges. I mean, I lost about 4 minutes there, so that would have been a PB, but there you go, wasn't meant to be. And then Cardiff, I ripped my calf muscle on the very first lap. I didn't even get half a lap of running in before it went. I finished. I probably shouldn't have done. It wouldn't have made the injury linger as long as it did. When you're over 50, you don't heal quite as quickly as you used to. But I got to the end and I finished in 1:45. So I actually take a lot of positives from that, because I know I was slower and I know I'd lost a lot of power and I know I lost a lot of time, but I only finished 5 minutes off my personal best. So my goal for this season, so either in Manchester, more likely in Glasgow, is to get sub 1 hour 30. That's the ideal goal. And then I might go up to pro class for next year. I must be mad, but I'm not going to run before I can walk. So I plan to give regular training updates through throughout. Now, one of the key things I've got to try and do is, whilst concentrating on Hyrox, I've also got to try and keep the bike fitness that I've got, so that I can develop it. The Dirty Reiver comes pretty much a month after the last Hyrox, so I don't have time to suddenly get into a bike block of training. Then I've just got to go straight into it. So I've got to try and keep that bike fitness as well. So that is a bit of a challenge. Obviously, you don't want to overtrain. You've got to build in recovery. You've got to make sure you don't kind of well, the interference effect isn't really a thing, is it, if you're careful? But you know what I mean. You can't start weakening one to strengthen the other. It's got to be quite balanced. So that's going to be a challenge. In terms of other things, whilst I say weight shouldn't actually define me, weight is an issue on the bike and when you're running. So I'm currently 96 kilos as I sit here now, and that's not a lot of soft weight. There's some soft weight there for sure, certainly around the midriff, but it's pretty firm weight. So you know the strength is there, but obviously I feel I can lose some weight. So I'd like to get down to kind of like 93 kilos. I think that will get rid of the last bit of softness around the midriff. Yeah, that is certainly the plan, and it's just going to help me. If I don't get there, I don't get there. I'm not going to sweat it. I'm just going to go with what I've got. And finally, with Hyrox, I know where I need to improve. I need to improve my burpees, I need to improve lunges, and my goodness, I need to improve wall balls. Wall balls, they're the devil's spawn. Hate them, absolutely hate them, and you're tired at that point, and yeah, it's just awful. So I'm training at Rigorous Gym, a great bunch of people run by a really nice guy who recently did a 1 hour 4 minutes in the pro class at Hyrox. So he practices what he preaches. Yeah, really nice gym community. So hopefully I'll bring you some of that stuff as well as coming along with the gym community to the events and things like that. So now to the bike. Now, I don't want to make this too long a video, but certainly future updates will be a lot shorter. In fact, I might even do some of them just by a YouTube short in 30 seconds or so. But I just wanted to kind of lay the foundation, which hopefully you might find of interest if this similar thing applies to you and you're trying to do the same kind of thing regardless of age. So with the bike, as I said, Dirty Reiver is the season opener. I then we'll be doing the Gralloch UCI race, the Gralloch, I think that's in May, and then various other gravel events, potentially the mountain bike stage race in June in Canada, and then finishing off with the UCI gravel race Graean Cymru at the end of the year next year. Now, the long-term goal is to try and qualify for the world champs in my age group. I'll be honest, I'm so far removed from that right now, it is untrue, so a very long journey ahead of me. Hyrox and cycling do kind of go hand in hand. The strength and the endurance that each one gives you is complementary to the other, so it should all help. But of course, again, as you're getting older, and I'm turning 53 very shortly, as you get older, your ability to keep muscle mass, your ability to hang on to fitness does start to decrease. So you have to work harder just to keep in the same spot, let alone to get faster or get stronger. So it doesn't get easier, as I said earlier, but that's part of the fun. Life would be boring if it wasn't challenging. Yeah, I've got a lot to learn, and hopefully I can share those learnings with you. As I said earlier, I will be doing a lot of bike footage as well, both at events, but also the bikes that I use, various clients of mine that are in the bike industry. I'll always tell you when it's a client, so you can take it as it's intended. So yeah, that's kind of where I am bike-wise. In terms of, as I said earlier, I'm a mid-pack rider. I need speed. It's as simple as that. Endurance is not a problem, but I need speed. I don't have speed. So I noticed at Graean Cymru at the end of whenever it was, August, September. Yeah, the endurance was there, but my goodness, the speed wasn't. I was going backwards. I started off quick and it just disappeared very, very quickly. So I need to work on my speed for sure for next year. So that's it. A bit of a talky video today, which I know isn't everyone's cup of tea, but I just really wanted to kind of set that kind of baseline as to where I am and set the scene for what hopefully is to come. I'm not a pro, I'm not even a wannabe pro, certainly not elite, never will be elite. I'm just an age grouper on a bit of a mission to make the most of every sport, every training session, and the health and mental health benefits that it brings at the same time. What's not to like? So yeah, please do get involved. I think what I'd like to do is, as I kind of start to grow the channel, is to try and create a bit of a community where we can just swap ideas and support each other at various events, whether it's Hyrox, whether it's cycling, whether it's running. There will be some running videos as well, actually. Scary. I scare myself when I say that, but there will be some running events in the 2026 calendar as well, for sure. So yeah, please come along for the ride. If you've got any questions, any comments, please leave them down below. Until next time, bye for now.